Hello everybody. Man, it is great to visit with you today wherever you are. I hope you are having a great middle of the week, and I hope you are in the Christmas spirit. I was kind of moving in that direction, but Sunday really got me over the top as far as getting ready for Christmas. As far as our church, man, Sunday morning was awesome. We had Christmas music and decorations, and then Sunday night at the old-fashioned Christmas party. Man, unbelievable. Can't believe you guys dressed up and all the food and the Christmas memories. It was a great night and a huge turnout. We had standing room only, literally. Could barely get everybody in the building, so thanks to the Classics for all their work, and so hopefully that kind of pushed us toward Christmas as far as getting everybody ready, and it was a great week last week, a great weekend, and this weekend, man, even busier. So let me just real quick run through this weekend. Friday, right here in Mount Pleasant at the town hall, we're going to do our lighting of the Christmas tree. We'll have a booth there representing our church. We'll be giving out free popcorn to everybody, so come help us, 6 to 8, Friday night, tree lighting. Saturday is the Mount Pleasant Christmas Parade. We do this every time. It's awesome. The folks have been working on the float all week long, so they'll pull up and we'll help them load it on and get all our kids ready and get our t-shirts out and Christmas candy and load up the parade. It's going to be awesome, and we will be hosting the assembling of the parade, so people will be using our facilities for the restrooms and to get ready. And then Saturday night is our Festival of Tables right here at the church. We have a wonderful meal planned and beautiful decorations. And then, of course, Sunday. I'll be preaching Sunday about, it'll be one of two Christmas messages. And it's going to be, this Sunday's message will be The Great Interruption. We'll talk about Christmas and the Christmas story. Okay, today I have a little devotional for you today from Galatians chapter 4, verses 1 through 7. And I want to read a couple verses for you. But first of all, I wanted to remind you of a story. And so my devotional today is entitled Christmas Love. There's lots of kinds of love out there. And love that we experience every day. Love is something that we have to fight for and maintain and always keep working at it. And that's what I want to talk about today. But perhaps you've heard of the book, The Story, written by O. Henry, a very famous author, and the name of this story was The Gift of the Magi. Remember that story? Let me give you a summary of it real quick. There was a young couple named Jim and Della, and they were a young couple that were newly married, and they, of course, had this custom that we all have of Christmas, and they wanted to always give each other a very wonderful, special Christmas gift. Well, times were hard for Jim and Della, and there were some financial difficulties, and they were facing really a time of poverty, and jobs and money was hard, and it was a tough time, and so they really didn't know what they were going to do. And their hard times financially, the poverty really drove them to take drastic measures. So here's what Jim and Della did. Jim's prized possession was a gold watch that was the most important thing to him that he had. And Della's prized possession was her long, beautiful hair. And that's kind of what they were known for, and that's the things that meant most. So here's what the two of them did without the other knowing. Jim said, I've got to do something to get some money so I can get something special for the love of my life, for my wife. So he sold his most prized possession, the gold watch. He sold it to get money to buy presents, one special present for his wife. Now, her hair was her glory. It was long and beautiful, so he had this idea to go out and buy her these special, unique, beautiful combs for her hair. Remember that. So Della, her most important prized possession was her beautiful flowing hair. So the only thing she could think to do was, well, I'll go sell my hair. So she did. And her desire was to sell her hair and get money to buy Jim a chain, you guessed it, for his watch. Unbelievable story. Here's what happened. They both sold their most prized possession to buy each other a very special Christmas gift. Well, the problem was he sold his watch to buy her something for her hair. She sold her hair to buy him something for his watch. Amazing story. And here's the moral of the story. The moral of the story is that Christmas love is sacrificial love. You see, this kind of love was giving up something real special to each other. When you give out of abundance, it's nice, but it's not as special. When you give out of abundance, it's not quite the same as giving out of sacrifice. Della sold her hair to buy a chain for his watch. He sold his watch to buy things for her hair. Sacrifice is at the heart of true love. Sacrifice is love's truest measure. Sacrifice is the heartbeat of the birth and life and death of Jesus Christ. God gave up His only Son. His only Son. He only had one. He didn't have a bunch of sons. He didn't have a bunch of children. He had one. That was His most prized. God gave that up for us. That's what made it so special. Jesus came, He gave up His life in heaven with the Father. A life in heaven. I don't even know what that was like. But He gave that up to come to the earth and give His life. That is sacrificial love. That's what Christmas is all about, Charlie Brown. That's what it's not about giving a little token of out of our abundance. That's nice. Galatians chapter 4. Even so we, when we were children, were in bondage under the elements of the world. But when the fullness of time was come, and here it is, here's the story. When the fullness of time was come, God sent forth His Son, His only Son, made of a woman, made under the law, to redeem them that were under the law, that we might receive the adoption of... That's us. To redeem us. To sacrifice for us. And because your sons, God hath sent forth the Spirit of His Son into your hearts, crying, Abba, Father. Wherefore, we are no more servants, but we are now sons. We're God's children. We're not slaves. We're God's children because of the greatest two sacrifices. God gave His only Son. His only Son gave His only life so that we could be the children of God. That's the Christmas story. Remember, sacrifice is at the heart of true love. Sacrifice is love's truest measure. Sacrifice is the heartbeat of the birth and the life and the death of Jesus Christ. So, when we give presents this year, enjoy your presents. I like it that we give presents. I like wrapping presents. I like all that. But remember, maybe a sacrifice. Maybe something that's really close to your heart. You know what? It may be time that we're selfish with. It may be our money. It may be our energy. It may not be a gift that we wrap up. But what would you give God for Christmas this year? Maybe your heart. Maybe your attention. Maybe your thoughts. Maybe, I don't know. But this Christmas, give a gift that is sacrificial. It'll change your life. I hope you come this Sunday. It's going to be a great day. We've got lots of things planned this month for Christmas. We love you. I think you'll like your time at CCMP. God bless you.